of a bonus video coming here. I just had a few little bits of cash that I really wanted to reallocate sooner rather than later from various places. I also have my son and my husband running around in the background, so if you end up hearing them at some point, I do apologise. So I did, as I discussed in my other video, I had £110 in here at the beginning of the week to get my hair cut, to get my nails done, and then my plan was that if I had enough spare change I would go and get my eyebrows and my eyelashes done as well. So I wanted to get an eyelash lift and tint and an eyebrow tint as well. Didn't really think I was going to manage it this week, but thanks to my absolute beautiful friend, who also happens to be my hairdresser, she gifted me my haircut this week, which was a massive surprise, but so appreciated. She's been my hairdresser for years now, and we've been friends for that time as well, but since both of our boys came along within a couple of weeks of each other, we've got closer and closer. So yeah, I just really appreciate having her in my life, and that was such a kind gesture, and meant that not only could I get my eyebrows and eyelashes done, I could also have this little bit of spare change left. So yeah, really grateful for that, because that means I can sit and play some games this morning, which is very exciting. And then over here I had £45 come in this week from a paid job that I did. And then I also had £10 that had accrued in Save the Change on one of my bank accounts, so that is there. And then I also found a random pot with a few pound coins in it. Some of this money, £5, is from the Save the Change. I just changed up into pound coins, and then the rest of that is just the spare change that I found. So I thought I may as well just sit and do this all in one video, get it all reallocated. So I'm gonna pop this money, so from maintenance, which is where I save my money for beauty treatments and things, I had £29 left over, which is amazing. Thank you, Jess. So I'm just gonna pop that over here. Apologies if you can hear that train in the background. I live right on the train line, and it is gonna be 29 degrees here today, so I have to have the doors open because I'm already sweating. So I'm just going to do a quick count up of the money that we do have. So you've got 20, 40, 55, 65, 75. That's 75 in our notes. And then in pound coins, we've got 77, 79, 80, 85, 90, 92. So I apologise for all that noise of the money dropping in there. I think what I'd like to do, because I feel like I haven't put any money in here for ages, I would like to put a little chunk of money into my iris binder. I am saving up for a cricket at the minute. I've got loads of plans, things that I want to do. So I'd really like this to go towards that fund. So yeah, I'm feeling motivated to work on it at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do, as I've done before, so I can't remember if I showed you guys in the last video or not, but I have condensed this a little bit to free up some of the £5. So I think, although saying that, I feel like that 5 should be marked off. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think no, okay, there is a spare 5 at the end. Okay, so yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I will put £40 in here, but I will do it in the 5s again, just because it motivates me to tick off more at once. And again, if I really need to, I can come back and condense that again. So yeah, also I only have the lonely £10 note, so yeah, I think 5s are going to be easier. Actually, saying that, how many 5s do I have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. Oh, I can't really put pound coins in there, can I? me just have a quick look in here and see if I can swap any of my notes around. I don't think I'm actually going to need any of the £20 notes. So I'm going to see what I can do about that. So I'll take £20 from Booba Cat's pouch. So I'll put £5 back in there. I'll take this 20 and pop the 20 back in. And then, let's see, do you think we can change up another 20? What's that, 2 10s? Okay, right, let's take those as well. And then if we have to do some 10s into the iris binder, that's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. So let's pop that in there. Perfect. Right, so let me just work this out again. So we want £40 going into here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we will pop a 10 in there as well. That's perfect. So let me get my pens out. My green pen for this. So we are going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 40. I'm just gonna give that a little blow. Right, so it's from the front, wasn't it? I'm gonna skip on the 10s, so let's see, am I still in camera? Yeah. Alright. 5 and 10. I think one of the first projects I want to do once I get my Cricut is to make myself some placeholders, just because I would love to do a condensing of my binders at some point. It's not going to be a massive condensing. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Where did I just get that £10 from? It was meant to be from here, wasn't it? Let's put that back. Oh god, 1 second. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me there. I thought that I had just put that £10 in, but I hadn't. This is what I get for trying to talk and stuff money at the same time. It just doesn't work for me. I will keep persevering though. So yeah, I don't think I'll have a massive amount to condense, but even if I can just make myself some £50 placeholders, that would be really good. Just because as much as I love the cash stuffing method, I really don't want to have tons and tons of cash just laying around my house. So yeah, potentially after my week 1 of August cash stuffing, so once I've stuffed all of my savings for the month, etc., I will have a look at condensing, if I've managed to get my Cricut by then. I'm hoping, basically my hope, you might be looking at this 250 binder and thinking, God, how are you gonna fill that in the next 2 weeks? I'm hoping I might get a bit of cash for my birthday. Maybe I'm being a bit presumptuous or a bit previous, but yeah, my hope is I might get a little bit of cash for my birthday that I will be able to put towards finishing this and potentially finding a good deal on a Cricut. So we'll see whether or not that happens. Right, let's carry on stuffing this cash. In case you've realised, I've mentioned my birthday about 5 million times. I'm one of those people that's never really grown out of enjoying their birthday. I'm one of 5 children, so I have 4 siblings. And my theory is that when you're growing up with a lot of siblings, you don't get a lot of chances for things that are just for you, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's that one day where it's all about me, and I still love it. I still love getting the attention. I feel like something went wrong here because I feel like, oh no, it was the 20, was it the 20 after the 5? The 5 after the 20, rather. Oh, all over the place. Right, there we go. Oh, there's a very long-winded way to say that. There is £40 now into my iris binder. So this is now sitting at, let's have a little count up, 10, 25, 30, 45, 50, 60, 5, 70, 90, 100, 105, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 125. So we are officially halfway there with this, which is nice. And yeah, like I say, obviously in the first week of August, I do my sort of savings allocation for the month as well. So that'll get a little boost as well, even if I don't get any cash for my birthday. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way that this is coming along now. And I feel like this is just a theme on my channel now, but I always say I like the smaller challenges, even though this isn't a massively small amount. For these types of binders, this is the smallest one you can kind of get, and it really motivates me to finish it. I think if I had one of the thousands or even the 500s, I think I'd get a bit demotivated because it would just take me so long. So yeah, really happy with how that's going. I think on the subject of binders, I feel like Christmas could also do with some love. So I'm just going to pop £10 into here as well. So yeah, we have some £10 here we can tick off. I think it's the thing where I only stuff these sort of once a month. It does feel like that it gets to a point towards the end of the month where I'm like, oh my God, I've not put anything in here for ages. But it's all, there is a plan. I am still working to the plan. I need to just not panic myself. But it's nice when I have these extra bits and bobs that I can just chuck a little bit extra in there and bulk them up a bit. So Christmas now has 10, 25, 50, 70, 90, 100, 140, 50, 70, 170, and then 220, because that one's 50. So 220 in Christmas now, and this one saves up to 500. We shall see whether or not I manage to get this completed twice by Christmas, aided by my husband's bonus towards the end of the year, but we shall see. Oh, also let me know what you think of my new birthday nails in the comments, by the way. Went for like a bit of a, sorry, I realise I've got shadows in the way today. Yeah, bit of a ombre, rainbowy kind of thing with a bit of a sparkly top coat. I'm very happy with them. I feel like my nail tech is an absolute genius. Right, so that is the big binders done. Let's pop them back out of the way. Now we're going to go to my challenges. So, should we do a split splat splot? How much have we got left? So we've got 25 in notes, and then I can't remember exactly how much that was. I feel like that's over £10 though. What I might do is I'll skip split splat splot because we did put some into that. I really want to do a block drop because I feel like I haven't done that for ages, and we'll be a bit less restricted in what we can put in there. And then what I will do as well is I'll go back to, if you watch my last video, you see I got absolutely stung with knockout 9. So I still need to go in and pay the 9 and the 2, so £11 still needs to go into here. So I will come back and do that next, just to make sure that that is done. Whether or not that's the end of what I can do today, we shall see. But even if that's all I get done, I'll be pleased to rectify that situation. So let's pop this out of the way for a minute. So block drop, what do we need? We need a dice. A 4, so a 4 on this one is one of these green shapes. Okay. All right, let's pop that back out to the side. We'll get our green pen, which is handily already out. And then we need to work out where we can pop that. So I feel like I could go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is an option. Or I could go 2, 4, 9. Also an option. Or 2, 4, 9, 11. I think I'm going to avoid that one just because I know I've still got 11 to go into knockout 9. I think what I'm going to do, I'll stick with the first one that I found. So we'll go 2, 3, 4, and 6. I feel like I'm doubting myself now that that was the right way around, because you know you've got the two different shapes that are like that. One goes one way, one goes the other. Was that the right one? Oh no, have I done it the wrong way? 1 second. I've done it the wrong way, haven't I? Right, I tell you what, I'm not gonna rectify that because it's just gonna be too much to sort out right now. And it really doesn't bother me that much. It's still money saved at the end of the day. It just might look a little bit funny at the end that I've got one that is randomly the wrong way around. So I need to put £6 into this one. So I think I will do that with some of this change. So 3, 4, 5, and Ezra, can you stop doing that please? 6. Sorry, my son has joined me. No idea where Daddy's gone. Ezra, can you get your foot off that please? So that is £6 going into block drop. £6 going into block drop, so if you can hear his little angelic voice in the background. Ezra, don't touch that because that goes straight up into Mummy's phone and makes a big noise. Okay? I tell you what, let's just have a little quick count up of that as well. So we've got 25, 30. Why does that look like 2 stuck together? 25, 35, and then what have we got in here? 40, 44. £44 in block drop so far. That should be dry enough by now, shouldn't it? I'll put it the other way anyway. So now we need to come back to the evil knockout 9, which screwed me over. And I need to put £11 into here to mark off those numbers from last week. So that is 10 and £11 going into there. So I need my blue. And we can mark off this 9. And actually, I feel like this teaches me a good lesson about not doing knockout 9 if you haven't got tons of change for next time. Just because it really pains me to have put £11 from this extra cash into here, just to kind of finish off what was already started. Not that it's the end of the world, but yeah, it's just nice. I could have done more with that really, couldn't I? But yeah, so that was £11 popped into knockout 9. So we have in here 10, 25, and then what's that? Another 4, so £29 in knockout 9 so far. Right, what do we have left? We've got 15, and then there's another 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in there. Okay, right, good to know. So it's 25. What do we want to do? I think what I might do is I've finally cleaned off my Christmas tracker. So I think £10 of that will go into there. So which gibbet should we do? Let's do the bow. So working back towards another £50 extra to stuff into my Christmas binder. And that one was from Save with Sophie, that one. Let's pop that in there. So we've got £15 left. I would really like to put at least some into Blooming Budget. So let's pop that out and we can find our dice again. Oh, got a domino effect happening here. Right, let's get a dice. Let's pop that there. see what we can get. A 6, of course it is. So we've got £10 going into blooming budget, which is absolutely fine with me. I'm happy with that. So it's another pink to colour in. Where should we go? Let's go here. I feel like this is going to build up to a lovely amount when it's done. I don't think it's going to be done anytime soon. I think I might have mentioned about putting this towards the cricket, but my hope is to have it sooner rather than later. So this just might be a longer term craft savings. Also by Save with Sophie, this one. So £10. Should we just do all the change for this one? Or am I going to regret that? I'll tell you what, let's do £5 in the coins and then £5 from... Oh dear. Everything's going wrong. Right. I feel like this is because I've got up and started filming a video straight away rather than having any breakfast. But I was just so excited to do this. So, £10 going into blooming budget. So, this now has 20, 35. And then what have we got here? 40. And then 45, 47. So that's £47 in blooming budget so far, which is very nice. But yeah, you can see what I mean about potentially needing to do a condensing at some point, because although I do every now and then, I come and change little bits up in here as and when I need it for other things. Yeah, I still feel like we could knock out some of that bulk, couldn't we? Right, we've got £5 left. Can't do split such block, don't want to do block drop. We could put a little bit into sweet pea. I'll tell you what I'll do is I will fill the jar, and if it's anything less than £5, we'll put the rest into sweet pea. So let's just fill the jar out. This is where I get another 6, isn't it? I have to put £10 in. Right, a 4. Okay, so that's £4 going into fill the jar, and then we'll pop the other £1 into sweet pea. So £4 is blue, so let's just find our blue. Got that out of the way as well. Another blue, where can you go? You can go over here. Apologies if I shake the camera while I'm doing this. I'm trying not to, but my phone is on a stand attached to the table, so any little jogs and it does seem to wobble. So £4 into fill the jar. Let's just find that again and try not to tip money everywhere again. So £4 going in. And then we'll just see what else we have in here as well. So that's £34 in fill the jar, which I'm very happy with. It's getting nice and colourful. I feel like, what haven't we had on here so far? We haven't had a pink. We had everything else? Yeah, because we've got one yellow there. Okay, just a pink to add to the mix at some point. Which I feel like this and my crafts one seem to be very different. This one's had all the high numbers. This one's getting all the low ones. Neither of those are a bad thing. So we have our £1, don't we, to stick into sweet pea. So this is my son's saving challenge, and I think after I film this video, seeing as he's been so interested in what I'm doing, I'll get him to go and finally pop all of his change and his pound coins into his different savings pots, because that is his job. It's how I'm trying to get him introduced to saving money and taking care of the little amounts, because they do add up. Let's get one of these little sweet peas coloured in. I think where I won't have like massive amounts to stick into this, I'll do what I've seen some other people do with this challenge, and I will fill up these 20 little peas and then wipe them off to fill one of the podded peas towards the end. Yeah, so This is from Grounded Budgets, this one. If you ever like wonder where I've got my challenges from, I do link all of the Etsy stores for each of the creators in my description down below. So just have a little look in there and you should find what you need. So that is £5 now in Sweet Pea. Right, thank you for sticking with me through all of those little mishaps. This isn't going to close, is it? Okay, just about closes. Yeah, it was just nice to be able to do like an extra little stuffing. My last video just seemed to hit it off a little bit, so it reached a lot more people than my videos have done in the past. I've got quite a few new subscribers, so thank you so much for your support on my channel. It's all very new to me still figuring out how it all works, but I do really appreciate the support. Every little comment, every subscribe, every like, everything really gives me a little boost, so thank you so much. And I will hopefully see you on my next cash stuffing.